So, folks, just to continue this conversation, I mean, for one thing, you know that Putin won't pay any mind to any list. He's not going to pay any attention to it at all. And you also know he's lying through his teeth because none of this cyber hacking would occur without the assent of the Russian government. It all does come out of Russia, either current or former GRU or KGB or Secret Service people. I think Senator Graham's idea is a good idea. We should have presented him with a list of the criminals. We know that. So the other thing is, you know, there's a lot of issues here that aren't covered by any specific way. It's like, I don't know. Let's go through some of these things. What would happen? What would permit any cyber hacking at all? You follow me? This house can be robbed. That house can be hacked. I don't know. Just as importantly as businesses, incidentally, is what about individuals, okay? Are we suggesting to Putin and to China and Iran and all the other cyber criminals out there that it's really okay to go into Google and Facebook and hack them so they can get all the personal information? Is it okay to go into Netflix, where it's not the movies, you can get personal information, including credit cards and bank accounts? And I'm no fan of Twitter's, but are we saying it's okay to cyber hack Twitter, once again, to capture personal information and whatever else is available, pictures from Instagram? I don't even know if any of that stuff is included. There's a huge category called information technology, and I have no idea what that covers. I mean, for example, talk about these media sites. We know Vladimir Putin has pretty questionable morals. We've read about it. So shouldn't we put a red line on social media dating sites? And then back to the issue of a penalty-free Biden. No matter what seems to come up in these meetings for the G7, NATO, Putin, it just seems like Biden never seems to say no. Like, really, no. Like Reagan said to Gorbachev, no. Like Trump said to Xi, no. By the way, Trump said that to a lot of other people as well. It's sort of like President Biden is a people pleaser. He's the people pleaser in chief. He wants everybody to love him. Welcome back to the club. Now that we love you and have put you back into our club, we are so glad that you will let us foreigners raise your taxes, destroy your energy sector, cripple your economy, lose the global race to China. Am I being too hard here? I don't really think so. And by the by, now that Mr. Biden is back home, the Republican Party is going to say no to him. In fact, in the end, the Congress may say no to Mr. Biden's key initiatives. The public is already saying no. They're saying no on taxes. They're saying no on the Green New Deal. They're saying no on massive social spending. They're saying no on inflation. No is an important word in statecraft. No is an important word in government, and no is an important word in diplomacy. Look, it's wonderful to be liked and have a beer or a Diet Coke with an adversary, or just, you know, somebody on the other side of the aisle. I think that's terrific. It's wonderful to disagree with civility and even friendship. But on key issues of our time that determine the future of our economy and our national security, such as Mr. Biden has just spent a week going through, oftentimes it's important, it's indeed vital to just say no. You say no politely, you say no respectfully, you say no with civility, but you just have to say no. And that was one of the things that concerns me about the whole trip, and it also concerns me about this very ambiguous, opaque 16 areas where there's no cyber hacking. So let's look.